hearing before the Area Agency on Aging Board, and it does not appear that they are going to get that before the contract is finalized.
That is just wrong.
Oh, good. And it also appears to me that the programs are going to try to continue without the federal funding. Of being able to get their meals frozen and be able to prepare them anytime they want, be able to have more choices. They have like 80 different menu choices that they'll be able to have instead of the current model, which is the daily meal delivered by volunteers hot. And so it's a major philosophical difference. And that's what the gist of all the emails are from. They're from the volunteers who go and visit the people every day, and you know, the idea that not everybody is able to prepare.
Since Met Council is something at some point in the future, but since Met Council is the ones doing it, we need to make sure that we have our oh, I sent it also to Mary Mahoney, excuse me, who is our IS guru. So I just wanted to make you aware of that.
Were you complete?
I'm done.
Commissioner Rettman, you still had?
No, that's good.
I thought you were going to announce.
Oh, I'll do that in a minute.
Okay, Commissioner Parker.
I want to be the closing act, too.
Okay.
Okay. Well, a couple things. First of all, I'm sure that you all have been getting many emails and phone calls, as I have, about Meals on Wheels in Ramsey County. And I can just tell you that that the programs have requested a hearing before the Area Agency on Aging Board, and it does not appear that they are going to get that before the contract is finalized.
That is just wrong.
Oh, good. And it also appears to me that the programs are going to try to continue without the federal funding. Okay, the federal funding will be going to the Presbyterian homes, but they're not going to give up their programs, even though they're going to lose 40% of their funding. They are going to try to raise money. They're going to try to keep it together. The contract with Presbyterian homes is for a year, and so they, you know, they want to try to keep it together.
I'm sorry, I lost track here.
Okay.
The federal money is going
To Presbyterian homes.
That's wrong.
What is the construct here? I'm trying to get a handle. I mean, one thing is awarding contracts and changing service providers. The other is the construct. You know,
The program.
Why are they giving up the federal dollars to another organization? What if the contract doesn't work? What does that mean?
Okay, first of all, it's still in negotiations, and I can just tell you that the MAAA staff really believes that the trend of the future is that what the seniors really want is the flexibility of being able to get their meals frozen and be able to prepare them anytime they want, be able to have more choices. They have like 80 different menu choices that they'll be able to have instead of the current model, which is the daily meal delivered by volunteers hot. And so it's a major philosophical difference. And that's what the gist of all the emails are from. They're from the volunteers who go and visit the people every day, and you know, the idea that not everybody is able to prepare even a frozen meal, you know, even a microwave. Some people don't have microwaves. Some people, you know, just really can't remember to do it. Anyway, it's a real philosophical difference of opinion. And the programs really want to continue doing it the way that has been successful for 35 years, and they don't want, but they're concerned that financially they will maybe not be able to afford to continue their services this year.
And I think it's important, though, you said, why are they giving it up? They're not giving it up. It's being taken away from them
Okay.
by MAAA.
That's the answer.
I wanted to make sure that was clear. They are not giving it up. They're saying we're going to try to do it, even though this money has been taken away from us and given to someone else.
Right.
Okay, I was missing the link here.
I kind of thought that I was
Thank you.
reading that.
That makes more sense now. Okay.
Okay, Commissioner Rettman and then Commissioner Bennett.
Well, first of all, I think I've already told you this, Jan, is that I was very, very proud of your tenacity on this, and that we need to join, and if it means passing a resolution, doing whatever we need to do that. Secondly is I'm ready to go to the legislature and say, let's take it back from Met Council, who Met Council gave it to MAAA, you know, many moons ago, if I understand history correct, and that we basically say, bring it back home, bring it back to the folks. You know, let me be very clear, is we live in a gadget society. You know, and young pups and older pups all along the way may love the gadgets. But if you read the book Bowling Alone, okay, if you read any of that, Minnesota got a reputation of being one of the best in having that personal contact. This is more than just a meal. This is more than just sustenance of the tummy. It is a sustenance of the spirit. It is also making sure that if you have sort of lost a couple of steps, you know, that I notice that when I come to visit you, so that I can call that block nurse person and make sure that there's someone out there. Or I can call your child and say, hey, have you checked in on, it's that community. And the fabric of this community has been made by the people who have volunteered. And Jan said it so well, is you've got 2,300 volunteers who that has been their gift of food, but their gift of life also. And there are many, many people in this community in Ramsey County that may be their only contact all week. And by golly, you know, to me, that is worth something. Is we talk about the most vulnerable, that's our job, you know, that's one of our mandates, then maybe part of our mandate needs to take it back. So I'm sorry, this is something I feel, I think all of us feel extremely strong on. But this isn't a gadget decision. This isn't, you know, if you don't have X amount of dollars that you don't get a meal. It's also making sure that those who only have a quarter to donate or who do not have any money to donate still get that personal contact and that warmth of a good meal. So I'm sorry, but you know, if we have an opportunity to take some action between now and the next board meeting, meeting on November the whatever. It's 2 weeks away. I'd be honored to assist on it in any shape, form, or the other, since you're our MAAA person, though I say that cautiously.
I did, actually, at last week's meeting, I believe that we authorized a letter to be sent from the chair. Remember? I thought that for your board meeting, or was that I don't even remember how long ago that was. Might have been 2 weeks ago, where we said if you needed a letter from the chair, that we could do that.
I don't remember that we did that, but I think we should do that.
Okay, why don't you?
Well, I would move that we have a letter going from, a strong letter on behalf of the whole county board.
Yes.
Expressing our concern about the direction that they're going, and that,
At least to support the public hearing.
Second.
prior to the contract being finalized.
Which means we need to get that letter done quickly. Okay.
Madam Chair, I was going to ask, what are the timelines? That's what I'm getting confused about.
The contract is going to be signed sometime in November, but it is not coming back before the board.
MAAA board.
Okay.
Okay, there's a motion
Transparency?
for the letter to be sent requesting a public hearing and expressing our displeasure. And there was a second. Roll call.
Ortega?
Aye.
Parker?
Aye.
Rettman?
Yes, ma'am.
Bennett?
Aye.
Carter?
Yes.
McDonough?
Aye.
Reinhardt?
Aye. Commissioner Bennett.
Who made the vote, who took the vote to award the contract?
This is interesting.
I don't know the structure of how this works, and I'm looking to hear how the structure works, and then I have a couple more questions.
Okay. At the September meeting, a committee made a recommendation.
A committee of whom? I mean, a committee of what committee?
Okay, it was the MAAA board.
Who makes up the MAAA board? That's what I'm like, that's I
It
guess
has
where I'm going.
one county commissioner from each of the 7 counties, plus an additional, probably 15 people. So
And who appoints them?
the board itself, the MAAA board.
Kind of like another area we had problems with.
Okay, now, as far as signing the contract, the MAAA board, in that strategic planning, had discussion about being at a high-level policy level rather than administrative decisions. Okay? So the staff has taken that to mean that
That they make the decision.
they make all of these decisions. So, at the last meeting, I said, this is not a little administrative detail. This is a major policy change. And I was told that if I want to change the direction that the board is going, I can make that motion at the next meeting for the future, but I can't go back and undo this for the current.
Madam Chair, have we had an attorney look at this? They must have a constitution and a way to do business. Why can't you go back?
Actually, there is an attorney. There are a couple of attorneys that are looking at it.
Any good?
Well, hopefully.
And another question while you're at it, what did the staff use to make that decision? Did they talk to healthcare nurses and people that go out to the homes and people that deal with the people, or did they just make the decision based upon talking to the people they deliver the food to and maybe make a few inquiries? Would you rather have 80 different choices or one choice? And when you ask a senior citizen that, you could come up with all kinds of weird answers, but I think there's a lot of other reasons that the everyday delivery makes a difference as far as checking in on that person. It's almost like having somebody come in every day to make sure they're healthy.
And there is real differences of opinion and perception. They've had a pilot, I guess you call it a pilot, in the north end of St. Paul, and what the staff told the board is that everyone but one person chose the frozen meals.
Madam Chair, may I suggest that we have our health department maybe get involved into this issue and find out are the citizens, senior citizens of this county getting the health nourishment with 80 frozen meals that they may never prepare